Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live with less? Not less happiness or less fulfillment, but less stuff? Welcome, I'm Dotun. As a lawyer, investment banker, financial modeler, and tax accountant, I've seen firsthand how the clutter of possessions and responsibilities can weigh us down. Today, we're exploring a lifestyle that challenges this norm, minimalism. Minimalism, at its core, is about living with less. It's about stripping away the excess to make room for the essential. It's not about deprivation, but liberation. Liberation from the modern obsession with material possessions. The concept of minimalism isn't new, but it's in the past few decades that minimalism has seen a surge in popularity. It emerged as a reaction to consumerism, offering an alternative way of life that values quality over quantity, experiences over possessions. But what does it mean to be a minimalist? It's not just about owning fewer things, it's also about reducing commitments, decluttering your mind, and focusing on what truly matters. It's about finding freedom in simplicity. Yet, as appealing as it may sound, minimalism is not without its critics. Some argue that it's a privilege to be able to choose to live with less. Others see it as a poverty mindset, a glorification of lack rather than abundance. These debates raise important questions about the role of material possessions in our lives. Do they bring us joy or burden us? Are they a means to an end or an end in themselves? Should we strive for less or for more? So is minimalism a path to a more meaningful life, or does it merely promote a poverty mindset? Stick around as we delve deeper into this debate. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, and share for more insightful discussions. Now, let's look at why many people are attracted to minimalism. Imagine a life with less clutter, a life where every item you own serves a purpose and contributes positively to your space. This is one of the key benefits of minimalism. It encourages us to only keep what we truly need and love, freeing us from the burden of unnecessary possessions. Next, think about the freedom that comes with minimalism. Freedom from the never-ending cycle of acquiring, maintaining, and eventually discarding goods. Freedom from the societal pressures to constantly upgrade, to have the latest and greatest. Minimalism allows us to break away from these chains, providing a sense of liberation that's hard to describe until you've experienced it. Now consider the reduction of stress that minimalism can bring. Our environments significantly impact our mental well-being. A cluttered space can lead to a cluttered mind, causing stress and anxiety. On the other hand, a minimalist environment, with its simplicity and order, can bring peace and tranquility to our lives. Moreover, minimalism can give us the gift of time. Time that would have otherwise been spent shopping, cleaning, organizing, or dealing with possessions can now be used for things that truly matter to us. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or simply relaxing, minimalism can provide us with more time to enjoy life. Finally, let's talk about purpose. Minimalism encourages us to question what we truly value in life. It helps us to identify our priorities and to align our actions with these priorities. This focus on purpose can lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. For instance, Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus, better known as the Minimalists, have found joy and fulfillment through their minimalist lifestyle. They've built a successful career around their passion for minimalism, inspiring millions to consider this way of life. But just as there are those who swear by minimalism, there are also those who argue it's not all it's cracked up to be. Scene script. Despite its popularity, minimalism is not without its critics. For some, the concept of minimalism promotes a poverty mindset. They argue that by encouraging individuals to live with less, minimalism inadvertently propagates the idea that wanting more is inherently wrong or greedy. This mindset, they say, can create a scarcity mentality that limits personal growth and potential. To illustrate, consider the example of a young entrepreneur. Encouraged by minimalism, she might decide to forego investing in her business to maintain a minimalist lifestyle. As a result, she might miss out on opportunities for business growth, simply because she's trying to conform to an ideal of living with less. There's also the argument that minimalism is a privilege. Not everyone has the luxury of choosing to live with less. For many people around the world, living with less isn't a lifestyle choice. It's a harsh reality. They don't have the option of a cluttered home or the choice to give away items that don't spark joy. For them, the concept of minimalism can seem out of touch and even insensitive. Then there are those who've tried minimalism and found it unfulfilling or impractical. They might have followed the minimalist trend, decluttered their homes and pared down their possessions, only to find that they missed the comfort and convenience of having certain items around. Or perhaps they found that minimalism didn't deliver the promised sense of peace and contentment. These people argue that minimalism, like any other lifestyle trend, should not be blindly followed without considering one's individual needs and circumstances. Of course, critics of minimalism aren't saying that living a simpler, less cluttered life is a bad thing. Rather, they caution against the potential pitfalls of embracing minimalism without critical thought, and against promoting it as a one-size-fits-all solution to life's complexities. Clearly, minimalism is not for everyone. But who is it really for? So, who exactly is minimalism for? Minimalism, in its truest form, is a concept that can be adapted and adopted by anyone. It's not restrictive to a particular income bracket, a specific lifestyle, or a certain age group. It's a philosophy that can be embraced by anyone who seeks to have a more intentional and purposeful existence. Think of the busy professional, constantly on the go, with a life cluttered by meetings, paperwork, and endless to-do lists. This individual could benefit from minimalism by stripping away unnecessary commitments, simplifying their workflow, and focusing only on tasks that truly matter, creating space for relaxation and personal growth. Now let's consider a family. A household with children can often feel overwhelmed with an abundance of toys, clothes, and clutter. Through minimalism, such a family could decide to keep only the items that add value to their lives, creating a home environment that encourages creativity and interaction, rather than materialistic consumption. Consider also the retiree, with a lifetime's worth of possessions, faced with the daunting task of downsizing. Here, minimalism can guide them to keep only what is meaningful and necessary, relieving the burden of excess while cherishing the memories attached to the items they choose to retain. But it's important to remember, minimalism is not about depriving yourself. It's not about living in a stark, empty room with a single chair and a mattress on the floor. It's about making conscious decisions about what we allow into our lives. It's about understanding that more does not necessarily mean better, and that physical possessions don't define our worth or happiness. At its core, minimalism is more of a mindset than a set of strict rules. It's a philosophy that encourages us to live with intention, to prioritize quality over quantity, and to find joy and fulfillment in experiences rather than objects. In the end, whether minimalism is right for you is a personal choice. It's about choosing less to experience more. It's about identifying what truly matters to you and letting go of the rest. So, is minimalism a beneficial lifestyle choice, or does it promote a poverty mindset? That's the question we've been exploring today. We've delved into the numerous benefits of minimalism, from its potential to reduce stress and clutter, to its ability to help us focus on what truly matters. But we've also examined the criticism it faces, particularly the notion that it may foster a mindset of scarcity rather than abundance. So where does that leave us? It seems that minimalism isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Like all lifestyle choices, it has its pros and cons, and it's up to each individual to decide if it's the right fit for them. If you've had any experiences with minimalism, we'd love to hear about them in the comments section. Remember, the goal is not to live with as little as possible, but to make room for what truly matters. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more thought-provoking content.